Oh man, it's gonna be a warm one today. Welcome back to the channel, guys and girls, because there are girl subscribers that ride Honda CTs on my channel, and I appreciate every one of you for subscribing. But anyhow, it rained really heavy last night, so it's really muggy out here today. But all my weeds back over here are wet. Makes them extremely hard to cut with a lawnmower. So today I decided, hey, I got something in the mail, actually delivered, for my bike for an experiment that we're going to do. And guys, it's nice little simple temperature gauge. Not cheap, but that's what it is. And we're going to put it on my bike, and seeing how I've done the most work to my engine of the three of us, mine should get hotter than everybody else's, but I don't know if it is or not. So we're gonna sit back and put this temperature gauge on it, do about a week's worth of riding on it, get some readings off of it and all kinds of conditions, write all that down, and then if nothing gets anywhere as close to being too hot, then that's as far as I'm gonna go. But if it gets anywhere as close to being too hot, I'm gonna go ahead and buy the oil cooler for it and get that in, get it installed, and we'll redo all these rides that I do with just this temperature gauge, and note the difference, and then let everybody know. So anyhow, this is all there is to it to change this out. As you go to your fill plug, yes, this is a fill plug, this is the check plug. And if you saw the video I saw from some little gal, just got her brand new Honda CT 125, and the salesman's walking around it showing her everything, and he goes, here's where you check your oil, and he goes to the fill plug, and then he goes, oh, I guess down here's where you check. Yeah, okay. So anyhow, salesman, learn a lesson from all this. Okay, read up on your bikes, go around, check them out yourself before you sit back there and try and tell a customer what's what on it. But anyhow, this is all we got to do. Is now we take this temperature gauge here, stick it back up here on top of this, and thread it into it. And the nice thing about it is, guys, all you got to do is put it in there finger tight, and that's it, because that's all this plug was. So that's it. It's installed. Now we're going to take it for some test runs and see what it does. But before you ever start working on your bike, you should do exactly what I just did today, and that's wash your bike. Okay. Now granted, usually after I get through with an adventure ride on my bike, and Daniel and Robert do the same thing, we wash our bikes, get them all cleaned up. That way we can inspect and make sure that there's nothing wrong with our bikes. So before you ever do any mechanical work on it, you should wash it. Okay, that way you can keep the dirt and grime out of places that it shouldn't be in, like inside that oil filler cap. So anyhow, that's it, folks. We're gonna go for a ride now. Hang on. Robert and I were out dinking around on a trail. We did a video on it, and we tried to go up the side of a hill, and the bike's powered out, and I want to see if we can do something about making it to where it doesn't power out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the 14 tooth countershaft sprocket off and put a 13 tooth on there. That would be the same equivalent as going from my 42 rear to a 45. So that's what we're getting ready to do. And then this afternoon, Robert's going to show up, and him and I are going to go out to the abyss and take it for a spin and see what it does. So anyhow, stay tuned. So we did some gear changing on this bike right here, and now we're going to go up into the abyss, ride the hills up in there, the trails, and we're going to split the riding between me and Robert. We're going to see how these new gearings work, because it may end up on this bike permanently, and that's what we're here for. So let's go for a ride. Creek right here, we call it Dog Bath Creek, and the reason being is when we came here the very first time, there was a lady right down here giving 2 dogs a bath. back up and over here, okay? This is where we're gonna actually ride up, over, and back into this area, down into here, and come out. That is the trail that we're gonna go. You see where we're gonna be riding?
Yep.
Okay. This is it. You want to lead? You want to follow?
We want the video view. See you leading.
Okay. "62 degrees on the temperature."
Not much.
No, not bad at all. Here we go. Did you see my wheelie?
Ah, see them. Several of them. I'm coming up quite close. Don't fall.
Okay, I won't fall.
Not much.
No, not bad at all. Here we go. Did you see my wheelie?
Ah, see them. Several of them. I'm coming up quite close. Don't fall.
Okay. I won't fall. That's a hill climb. That is a hill climb.
That was fun.
Whoa, what'd you think?
This is fun.
This is a hill climb.
This is fun. Very fun.
This is a lot tougher than it was in the past.
Yes.
You notice where we'd come up before? It was all rutted out and somebody'd come off to the side to make that?
Yes.
Oh, That was a hill climb and a half.
It's changed since.
You want to ride it on this? I think you ought to.
Yeah, I have to try that.
Okay. Yes. Let's take a little break and do that.
So we go down and then we do the same ride again?
Yeah.
Yep.
I need a drink of water. that was wicked.
Because yeah, the ride is tougher compared to the first time or the last time we were here, but the bikes are tougher also, at least mine.
They're a lot tougher.
This
one's a lot tougher than what it was.
I didn't have my big bore kit and I didn't have my knobbly tires.
This didn't have those tires, and it didn't have that cam and ECU
no.
And because the last time I was up here was with Sam.
Oh, that's a
tough.
Yeah.
It had the 142 kit on it, and he loved it. But hell, it killed me on that damn MSX.
Yes, I remember that video. Seeing you struggling on that
actually,
bike.
The bike scooted out from underneath me.
Yeah, the two small tires, small wheels.
Yeah, this is that's a lot better bike than this.
But the climb, it was quite tricky, I have to admit that. But fun.
Well, okay, here comes Robert on El Diablo. That doesn't look very steep, and I can tell you right now, he's in the really steep part of it. Ah, what a ride. Okay, I'm gonna fire his bike up and take it up there too.
Well, it is a easier climb. It is, even still, I mean, it's
It's a bitch.
technical, all this big rock.
It is a bitch. What the? That's just it. It's all them damn rocks. I mean, do what?
Let's ride this a bitch. It's not a beast anymore, it's a bitch.
No more a beast, it's a bitch. Gearing on it, I got instant throttle response. I think I'm going to go ahead and get that larger rear sprocket to put on this thing. After looking at my countershaft sprocket and the chain wear, I'm thinking it's maybe time to start thinking about going ahead and changing the chain and sprockets. Do you have any problems? Okay, let's go. This should be the last man, I hate to see all this trash in here like this. This will be the last tough uphill, and then it should be smooth sailing after this. You want to go first? You want me to?
Video on you.
Huh?
Video on fast editor.
Okay, stay close.
And we lost fast eddy. It's too fast.
Piece of cake, huh? We're gonna let Robert take this climb and I'll follow him. I about ran up your tailpipe. That was a hoot. Oh man. Piece of cake, huh? Now look at your temperature. Smack dab on 80.
Close to 80. No explanation at all.
80's fine.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
80's what I ran.
We are checking our temperature gauge at the engine, so I'm at 80 degrees here. Not much. No need to worry. Yeah.
Good picture of me. Hang on. Well,
That's
that's gonna be it right